Thank you so much for joining my TikTok live. I'm gonna wait a minute. Today's topic is about how to market your products and services on the internet. I'm gonna have a little bit of easy crash course on marketing your services and products. It's a new day in history, and a lot of people are going to be freelancing and trying to find ways to have some kind of a side income. I really think this whole new world with COVID-19 and everything else is going to change the way that people show up on the internet. And I also think that people are going to start looking for new ways on the internet to kind of market their products and services. So this topic is for freelancers. If you also maybe have an online store, maybe you have some merchandise, we're going to be talking today about marketing basics for anybody who pretty much wants to market what they have to sell. So if you're a freelancer, maybe you have a full-time job, you're freelancing on the side, you're trying to get some clients, maybe you're a graphic designer, a writer, maybe you even create videos for companies. The first thing you want to do is set up your website. Make sure that your website is user-friendly. You have all your social media apps on your website, the best way to contact you. Don't forget your bio. You know, if you're freelancing on the internet, or maybe you have products and services you want to start selling, that website is as important as your TikTok page, your Instagram page. Hi, Pop Smoke, Toady, how are you? Etc. So make sure that your website is fully functional. If you want to create free websites, check out Wix.com. If you're really good at WordPress, you can use these free kind of like online apps to create websites so you can start marketing your products and services. Oh, thank you. Today's topic is marketing your products and services. This goes for freelancers, or maybe you have a product or service you want to sell on the internet. So once you have your website off and ready, make sure that you have an e-com section on your website so that you can start selling your merchandise, whether you're a painter, maybe you have like a love for shoes, and you want to start selling those kind of products online. Now, once your website is ready, you want to make sure that all of your social media platforms are on point. Make sure that you're on Instagram. Definitely show some of your products and your skills and talents on TikTok. Don't forget also that you definitely want to make sure that you have, I'd say, a LinkedIn page and a Facebook page, a YouTube page if you have the time. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but if you're a freelancer, you have a side gig, you're trying to sell a product or service, or maybe you're just trying to, create some income for yourself while you're working a full-time job, it's really important that you have all your social media sites geared up and ready to go. Make sure that you link your website to your social places, your social apps. Also make sure that your bio totally makes sense. You know, when people come on your Instagram and TikTok page, they're trying to figure out who you are. So if your bio doesn't really tell, what you do, who you help, some of your achievements, like maybe a degree, or maybe you passed a certificate or something like this, you want to make sure that all of your bios on your social media platforms speak to who you are and what you do. Also too, when you are pretty much on your social media platforms, you want to make sure that you have a call to action in your bio. Your bio needs to not just tell people who you are, what you do, and who you help, but make sure that you have a little arrow going down like, follow me on other pages or check out my ebook. You want to make sure that people can come on your page and they are motivated to buy what you have to offer. And again, this is if you're a freelancer, maybe you're a small business owner, or maybe you're planning on selling some products and services on the internet. Now, once your website is ready and on point, hi Nesmeen, thanks for joining. Just talking about marketing today. I'm feeling good today. It's been a busy phase 2 quarantine, just focusing on business and staying indoors. It snowed in my area. How are you? And so when you have your social media page, your website is on point, in your bio, it tells people who you are, where you live, if you're comfortable with that, who you help and what you're doing. It'll be easier for people to click on your website, check you out, buy your products, and book you for a chat for your services. Now, this these tips apply to freelancers. It's like summer here in Montreal. Oh, you're so lucky. Yeah, I think the last time I went to Montreal was November of last year. My aunt passed away, but I had some time to kind of spend some time with family and friends. It was super cold, but wow, you guys are pretty lucky. November and it feels like summer. That's awesome. And so when you're doing your marketing thing, make sure that you are building relationships with your audience. And my condolences. Oh, that's okay. She was getting old. I kind of psychologically got prepared for her to leave us. So yeah, it was hard at the time, but I think she's in a better place now. So when it comes to marketing your products and services, you definitely want to be, want to understand who you're talking to, who your audience is. Even if you're in entertainment, maybe you're a comedian, or maybe you're trying to get some kind of podcast or something like that. You know, every video, every piece of content, even on your website, it has to speak to your audience. You know, it'd be really weird if you start speaking, you know, you kind of don't take your website seriously. A lot of people still look at websites these days. And I know sometimes it can be difficult to, you know, you're working a full-time job, you want to freelance, you're creating all this content on TikTok and Instagram. Now you want to run a side business, or maybe you lost your job, or maybe you quit your job and you just want to go into business. Marketing is so important because if people don't know who you are and what you offer, it'll be hard for them to buy from you, hard for them to invest in your podcast on Spotify, for example. It'll be hard for them to even follow you on social media. So make sure you know who you're talking to. If you haven't quite figured out who your audience is, one thing I can tell you to do is you can just sign up on social media, TikTok or Instagram. After a couple of months, maybe like 3 or 6 months, to start to take a look at your insights and see who's following you. How many men compared to women, and where do these people live? And that will kind of give you a bit of your target audience. I do know that some people these days have been noticing they have completely new audiences. COVID-19 pushed us all to start spending more time on the internet. So we actually have new people coming into our sales funnel wanting to buy things from us. And you have to pay attention to that too. Now, if you're freelancing and you have a side gig and you want to market yourself and hold on to your full and part-time job, I really do recommend that you look for somebody that can help you market while you're working your full-time job. Oh, thanks. I appreciate the compliment. The reason why I say that is because sometimes I pick up contracts and I have to work in-house for a company, which is great because, you know, they don't really bother me. I'm not really considered an employee. I'm just there as a businesswoman offering my services to a company. And for whatever reason, they want me to stay inside of their workplace. Hi, MKS Hypno. How are you? It's a good idea to start selling merch. Hey, what's up? Yes, Nazmeen, I do agree. And the reason why I say that is because based on my TikTok research, Walmart is thinking about creating some kind of a way where you can click on somebody's photo, like you can click the sweater, and then, you know, you can buy something. It goes to like a shopping cart or something like that. You can literally start buying merch on TikTok soon. Now, I don't know how they're going to go about doing that. I know TikTok is working with Shopify Canada right now. And I don't know to what extent what Shopify and TikTok are going to do. I don't know if it's going to be on the Shopify platform. Not even sure if it's going to be on the TikTok platform. But I do believe that it'll be probably similar to Instagram. I don't know if you both have noticed, but sometimes when I go on, yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I went live yesterday too as well. And Saturdays and Sundays. So got to get in that feature. Got to create that reputation and build some relationships with you guys. And so I don't know if you guys noticed, but on Instagram, some people have a little shopping cart on the front of their page. And when you click on the shopping part on their page, they're actually selling merch, quote unquote merchandise. So I have a feeling that's going to take effect into TikTok too. And I might even get some t-shirts printed out and start selling them. You never know. Are you saying I should wait to start selling merch or do it now? I believe you should do it now. You have an audience. I mean, I'd say around this time last year, I had these t-shirts. It was called like the Freelance Ladies Club. Although I don't freelance, it was just like a t-shirt for women to inspire women who maybe have a job to start freelancing. And what I started doing, Nazmeen and MKS Hypno, is I started wearing my t-shirts and literally doing, you know, branding shoots. Like I got my boyfriend and we'd go out around the city and he'd take photos of me with the t-shirt on. And then people were like, oh, I like that t-shirt. And I wasn't really saying, hey, I got a new, well, let's say I did announce to everybody that I was have this launch. And then as soon as I got the t-shirts printed and the printing company sent me little photos of, you know, models with my t-shirt, I did announce it. I shared it on my page. I uploaded it on my website. I even shared it on stories. But what I did so that people wouldn't forget is I always made sure that I wore the t-shirt in all of my photo shoots that I shared on Instagram. And it was really good. I didn't get a sale because I didn't really follow through with it. But now I feel like now's the good time to get into it, because a lot of people are spending time at home. A lot of people are affected by what's going on with the economy. So lots of people out there are going to start freelancing. And what a better way to start, you know, inspiring people to do the same by sharing my, you know, freelance story from 3 years ago and wearing the t-shirt. So if TikTok has a merch section, I'm definitely going to wear those t-shirts sometimes. You know, not really go into sales mode, but just wear it and kind of say, you know, click link in bio for t-shirt or something like that. Merchandise is really good. I don't know, do you guys know who Chance the Rapper is? Chance the Rapper, before he became a famous rapper, he actually started off doing his own thing, but he had merchandise. And he said that he made like $2 million off of merchandise, but he was kind of like really big in the Chicago rap scene. So he already had a following in Chicago in like the Midwest US before he ended up going solo, doing his own record label. And he said he made $2 million off of merch. But I think a part of that is, I think his dad worked for Barack Obama. So I think he had really great connections in the Chicago scene beside his music, you know, before he became famous. But merchandise, it's great. I mean, if you have a t-shirt that's 15 bucks and let's say 1,000 people throughout a fiscal year buy it, that's pretty good money. Or maybe like 2,500 people buy it in a year. That's pretty good money selling merchandise. And it adds to your brand, you know, it adds to your reputation. It shows that, you know, you have confidence and you're stylish and you're a businesswoman or a businessman. And I say go for it. You know, what better time to start letting people know you have merchandise than now? It's phase 2 quarantine. People in the UK are locked down. People in parts of Africa are like locked down like all day. A lot of people are going to start spending more time on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, searching. And not too long ago, I kind of did a little bit of a survey on TikTok, and I asked people, you know, do you use Instagram or TikTok to buy things? And I had some people, like a good percentage of people said they use TikTok, and some people said Instagram. So it looks like people look for things to buy here on Instagram and TikTok. Oh man, I got to do something quick. Oh yeah, well, I'm not putting pressure on anybody, but you know, I had my t-shirt thing last year and I put it to the side. I should have kept going with it, but I got caught up. I got these contracts. I was like doing services for the government here. And then I started contracting my services into QuickBooks. And then I kind of put the t-shirt thing on the side, but I should have kept going. But I still have the design and everything, so it doesn't hurt to get into that. And yeah, so I think the future of business, a lot of people are going to start freelancing, whether they have a full-time or part-time job. I mean, 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, 4 years ago when I was freelancing and I had a full-time job, it was good because I was learning how to negotiate rates and I was dealing directly with companies like CEOs of companies or presidents, even if it was just like the president and an accountant. And you know, this is a long time ago. Back in the day, I was like meeting these people at Starbucks and I would talk to them about, you know, these are my services, you know, oh, we talk about, oh, where are you from, blah, blah, blah. And then I go home, get on my laptop, and I start doing writing projects and marketing projects for companies. And it was good because I had my full-time income from a work job, and then I had my freelance income. And it was fun. And then I was able to kind of like build up a lot of customers over 2.5 years of doing that. And I left the workforce, and it's been 4 years ever since. And I haven't had to go back to being an employee. I don't plan on it, but just, you know, definitely everybody, you know, MKS Hype, I know you're Gen Z, definitely get your degree. But if you can start freelancing now and start making money off of your gaming, you know, teaching kids how to game, you know, maybe you have an online course, you teach kids how to game, you charge 50 bucks per person. I mean, imagine how much money you can make as a student, right? And Nazmeen as well, you have your merchandise, you know, you get your t-shirt game going, you get your pens, your backpacks, your hats, you know, your masks. Yay, you never know. Nazmeen mask, you never know what can happen. And the next thing you know, you're like making money, like you don't have to go back to work. Now, I'm not saying that having a job isn't bad, but if you kind of want to have that feeling of having something to call your own, you do some little marketing on the social, pick up some projects. Instagram is great for getting customers. I tell people all the time, Instagram is a customer lead generation app. Like every single week I get people in the DMs asking me, how much are your products? How much are your services? I don't think I went without a week for the past, I'd say 6 months without getting a customer through Instagram, just by sharing content. Nasmeen said, I've been making bookmaker markers. That's awesome. I will definitely do that. I'd like to see those bookmarkers if you're comfortable. That'd be awesome to see a video if you're comfortable. Well, no pressure. I don't want to put any pressure. I just get really excited about marketing, branding, and starting your own thing. I think it's, the new world is going to be, everybody's going to be working from home and business. I don't think it's going to be 100% like that. I do believe that when this whole COVID-19 thing disappears, a lot of companies are going to, have the half, remote, and then the half, work at home, half work in the office. I think that's going to be the new thing that's going to go on. But in the meantime of that happening, hey, wishing, wanting, Econ DSN, how are you? Thanks for joining us today. In the meantime of that happening, I think there's nothing wrong with making money on the side, and sometimes people do that and they love it so much that they don't want to go back to a job, or they like it so much and they hold on to their job. Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a job. That's like, I can't say it's guaranteed income, but you know your colleagues, you know why you're there, you know your skills and your talents, you know why you show up 9 to 5, right? But having something on the side where you're just making money and people really, really like your products or services, and you're just, adding more value to people's lives, if you have the time to do that. See, the only reason I had the time to work a full-time job and then freelance is because I moved, and when I moved, I didn't have a lot of friends where I was living at the time, and I didn't want to spend my evenings and weekends watching TV all day. And so I just started freelancing just as a hobby. I didn't think anything of it. I just said, if anything were to happen to my job one day, at least I've got these clients I can help. And then it just turned into something completely different that I wasn't expecting. Thank you again, my dear. I gotta go to bed. I love you. Love you too. Thanks so much for joining my lives. Take care. And so what you want to do is you just want to create content, add value to people's lives, go live if you have the time. I know everyone's schedule is different, but you can turn a hobby into a full-time or a freelance opportunity. It could be something that you just do locally, or it could be something that you do across the globe and you have people from different parts of the world wanting to buy your products and services. There's no limitations to where this new digital world is going. I think a lot of people are going to start realizing that they want to pursue their talents and skills long term, and they want to add more value to the people in their community, whether it's their cultural community or outside of the community. And marketing yourself and being able to do that in a fun and exciting way that's adding value to people is one of the best ways to really get noticed. You can use sites like Upwork.com, Freelance.com, and some of these other sites, but just remember, some of these sites, they're going to charge you like a 15% or 20% fee to actually freelance on their website. So when you're marketing your products and services, just keep in mind that you can use freelance sites like Upwork.com, Freelancer.com, and stuff like that, but those sites are going to charge you to actually get paid by the clients on their website. So make sure that you make the most of your time when you're marketing. Have fun, be creative. And I know I say that a lot in my videos, be creative and have fun. Creativity is very, very relative. Some people don't even know how to be creative. So it's kind of hard for me to do that, tell you what to do and how to do it. But I really think that the most that you can do when you are marketing your products and services on the internet, or even if you're just marketing a concept and idea, maybe you want to do a startup, you're marketing a concept and idea, you want to get investors, just know all the ins and outs of your business, know all the ins and outs of your personal and business brand, so that when investors do come to you, investors, they can depend on you to give them the right numbers, that you know exactly where your company is going to go, You know exactly what's going to happen, etc. So let's take a look here. Let me just put my ring light on a little brighter. Let's take a look here. Hi, thank you so much for joining. Today I'm going to be talking about marketing products and services. I had a little bit of a discussion with some people earlier today, but the best way to market your products and services on the internet is to just really show up every day. Think about your talents and skills, what your strengths are, and make sure that you show them online. And definitely create an open space for people to ask questions, reply to your comments, your DMs, let people know what's going on, and always make sure to add value, meaning if you're gonna share your products and services, make sure that you're having a discussion with people in your content, in your videos, as to why they should, I don't know, take self-defense classes, or why they should eat more healthier, or eat more vitamin C. It's really hard to market your products and services to people and for them to buy what you have to offer if you're not really explaining to them and showing them the actual process of getting that product or services, the benefits that will help them with their life, their personal life, etc., and really going from there. I think marketing is like one of the videos that I just recently shared. It's like when you're dating somebody, you don't want to, move too fast on the first couple of dates, but you definitely want to make sure that you are adding value, you're having conversations, you're getting to know your prospective buyers and your audience, and you're making, let me just, it's a little too dark. Okay, awesome. And you're making all the opportunity to create conversations with people so that they know that you are dependable, they know that you are a dedicated business owner, service provider, or a product seller, and that you know your stuff and you're committed to the process and helping that person become a customer, and a loyal customer for that matter. Marketing is not easy. If you're doing this by yourself, it takes time, it takes dedication and creativity. You really have to put an effort into using technology to get your point across the best way that you can, etc. Okay, I'm just gonna wait here. Let's see. Hello, thanks for joining. Today's topic is marketing products and services. I only have a little bit of 5 minutes here, but if you have any questions, you've seen my, hi Atara, how are you? If you've seen my videos on the For You page and you have any questions, let me know. But my name is Yek Marketer. I just pretty much show up on TikTok talking about what I do best, which is like branding, marketing. This can go for people who own a business, maybe you're a student, you're retired, etc. Everyone on this app is marketing themselves, whether they like it or not. And marketing, it's just really, building relationships with people so that they can, I don't know, sign up for your course or follow you and, and get entertained by you. Thank you, I appreciate that. And marketing should be fun, it should be creative. You should show people the best sides of yourself, tell stories, tell people your failures and your accomplishments. If you tell people your failures, I always say, just make sure that you tell people what you've learned from your failures, because it makes you human. And when people feel that you're human, it really, really helps them to stay connected with you. Marketing, it changes all the time. In our new day of marketing, people really want to see us for who we are, showing up every day and being consistent with our content. And as long as you can just be committed to the process, be patient, study marketing trends, follow marketers like myself and other people, just so that you know what you can and cannot do, what works with certain audiences and what doesn't, you should be completely fine. And yeah, I think that's it. I think marketing is just a conversation you have with people. You educate, you entertain, you inspire, You might be marketing your personality. Maybe you're trying to be a social influencer or the next big TikTok star, but just be yourself, everyone. And so it's coming down to the last 3 minutes of my TikTok live. I'm going to be going live again on Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Central Time, and that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I show up several times a day, kind of talking about the same thing, marketing, branding, and social media. I do my best to make these lives a little bit more presentation-wise, but I'm always open to just having normal conversations about concerns that you have about how to market yourself, your products and services, etc. Coming down to the last 2 minutes though, but I do have more TikTok and Instagram news coming up. I love marketing, branding, and social media tips and advice, so I have some new content coming soon. To all of my followers that joined me tonight, I truly appreciate you and want to let all of you know that whatever kind of goals you have, whatever talent or skills that you have, even if you are, I don't know, you're a good landscaper, or maybe you are a good basketball player, I'm not sure what you are into, but make sure that you're showing that talent online. I mean, it's a new day. You can end up on TikTok and end up on Nickelodeon one day, or end up, I don't know, on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Anything's possible. So share your best advice, your tips, entertain, educate, and inspire people. Have fun and be committed to the process. Everything takes time. Social media takes time. Becoming TikTok famous or whatever, some people, it takes time, others it doesn't. Selling products and services takes time. You have to be committed. And don't get too frustrated with the followers and the numbers. That takes time. Just have fun with the process. Enjoy the process. There are a lot of people in certain countries that can't even download TikTok right now, like India, for example, right? It was banned there, right? So just be committed to the process. Have fun. Show up. Be yourself. Thanks for joining Taylor9. And yeah, that's it for my TikTok live, marketing at its best. I will be going live again on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I show up every Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So if you're interested, check me out. And if not, thanks for joining me tonight. Got to get going. I'm going to eat some carrot cake. I kind of have a thing for carrot cake, and I'm kind of hungry. All right, everybody. Enjoy your night. Take care. Bye.